Shalom, shalom. I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakaha Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So there's a couple articles I want to grab, and then we could get into the scriptures. Salaki, bear with me for a second. So Khan. Right now we got an article for our regional banks. It says regional banks face unrest and warns a possible crisis. Right, so let me read that again. I don't know if y'all can see that, but regional banks face unrest and warn a possible crisis. So America is in a crisis right now, man, and we brought it up before, going into the banks and the collapse of the banking system, right? Because ultimately what they're trying to bring in is the CBDC, which is a central bank digital currency. But in order to bring in this new system, they have to crash the old system, right? So again, it says regional banks face unrest and warns of possible crisis. You know, you're going to want to start pulling your money out of these banks, because even Bank of America is beginning to close a lot of regional banks all around America right now, man. So you want to start pulling your money out, right? Especially if you have a little over $250,000, because the insurance will only cover up to about $250,000. You got people with money coming up missing, right? You got banks shutting down, from Bank of America to Chase Bank to PNC and other banks that have shut down over the years. So you want to start pulling your money out. If you watch alternate news, you know, they go into articles a lot on banks closing doors, man, right? So ultimately, it's all for the system to bring in the CBDC, which is the central bank digital currency, man. So they're trying to bring it to something new that you people really don't even understand, man, right? So let's get into this article. It says, about a year ago, the collapse of three mid-sized American banks sent shockwaves through the industry. Now it seems we're heading back towards uncertain territory. It says, as the specter of commercial mortgage defaults looms over regional banks. Oh, you got a lot of people that's not being able to pay their mortgages, man. You got people that's not being able to pay their mortgages. So what's happening, man, is that, you know, they ended up having a default on their damn mortgage, man. Right? So it says, the trigger could be the New York Community Bank. It says New York Community Bank, which recently reported substantial losses on its property loans. The news have caused NYCB stock to tumble by 60%, pulling over regional banks down with it, man. So things are getting real bad for the banking system right now. You know, you might have, you know, people just trying to enjoy their everyday lives, but their everyday life is going to come to a shock when more banks start shutting down and people start losing more money. You're going to start seeing a lot of protests and rioting, because look, the scriptures prophesied of it when you go into what is that, 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, right? The scripture also says there shall be uproars in the streets. That's why, hey, the Lord tell the prophets to measure the times diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which thou hast said before, then you shall know when the Lord will begin to visit the earth that he hath made, man. So you got to measure the times, man, because according to these prophecies, right, the prophecies are showing how close we are to the coming of Yahweh Shah. You go into Matthew 24:3. Matter of fact, let's get that anyway, man. Let's get that anyway, because look, man, there's a lot of things are taking place, man. A lot of things are taking place, and you got a majority of people, not just in America, but all over the world, who don't give a damn, right? Who don't give a damn until things start really rocking. When things start getting real bad out here, this is when they're going to start giving a damn. This is when they're going to start hopping up for their children, right? And their so-called family members. But guess what? They're going to end up being against each other, man. Because when you're in that survival state of mind, the only thing you're thinking about is survival. You're not really thinking about your companion. You're not thinking about family members. You're not thinking about friends and shit. You're thinking about survival mode. You go into that animal instinct. Even animals themselves, when they understand that they have to go into survival mode, hey, they will eat their own kids, man. And that's what it's going to result to in this world when this system began to shut down, man. Because people have not experienced what it means to have a bank. Salakia, hold up. Right, Salakia. You know, Esau and all his ruckus. But people don't know and have not experienced what it means to have a bank collapse, man. To have actually the system collapse is what I meant to say. And once the system collapse, that's it, man. That's it, because why? You won't be able to spend $1 at the store, man. You won't be able to go up and do pay by phone, or what they call Apple Pay. You won't be able to do all those things because, again, they're going to have to do what? Bring in a new system, which means the old system will have to be crashed. And you people have never experienced that in your life. So let's get this. It's Salakia, man, if the sun is a little too bright. You know. Let's get that real quick. This is Matthew 24:3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming and the end of the world, which is the end of an age? Because we're getting close to the end of an age. We're getting close to the end of Esau's rulership, right? Because the Lord said what? He said, for I will destroy the wicked early, man. The Lord is going to destroy the wicked early, right? And that's showing because look what's going on right now, man. You got war all in the Middle East, which America is involved in, which they always get involved in wars because Habakkuk, I believe the 2nd chapter tells you, man, he keepeth not at home, right? So it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming and the end of the world, man? So we're getting close to the end of an age. We're getting close to the end of this place. We're getting close to the end of America and the rulership of the heathens, man. Because the Lord is about to put who in place? The righteous. Because the scripture says that the righteous shall be given the kingdom. The righteous shall be given the earth, right? Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Salakia, we'll come right back to this. Let me get that real quick. Right, because the righteous isn't in rulership right now. Hey, the scripture says, when the wicked ruleth, the people mourn, but when the righteous ruleth, the people rejoice. People aren't rejoicing. People are here stressed out that they got to work 2-3 jobs, man. And even that right there is not enough to provide their families, right, with a what they call a sustainable home, man. Right? We just got into it a little bit ago about people are not even being able to afford their mortgages, man. Right? So a lot of people right now is defaulting on their damn mortgages, right? So let me grab this real quick. Right? Bear with me real quick. That's not it. That's not it. I believe it's right here. Proverbs 11:31. It says, behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, which more the wicked and much more the wicked and the sinners, man. So the earth is going to be given into the hands of the righteous, man, while the wicked is going to perish, right? And the Lord said, what? For destruction, for the sword, famine, and destruction shall come upon the earth. Right? That's not exactly the scripture that I wanted, but it's close enough. Salakia for that. So again, Matthew 24:3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the signs of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered, and right, because his name isn't Jesus, here it says Jesus, but it is not Jesus, man. The letter J didn't come until 1524 by a man named Gian Giorgio Tersino. We constantly have to stress that, man, because you're constantly hearing the name Jesus all over the world in 2024 still, right? So we have to stress that the name of the Lord is not no damn Jesus, and it's not no Yeshua, man. It's Yahushua, right? Salakia. The name Jesus comes from the Greek, which means Jesus, right? So you got to do some research, man. You got to go into these. You got to go into the different languages. But the true name of the Lord is Yahushua in the Paleo Hebrew, which is Hebrew that doesn't have vowels added into it. So let's keep going. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, right, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many, right? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So you got that going on right now, man. You got that going on right now, right? You got Russia at war with Ukraine, which I believe they just mentioned last week that Russia just took Crimea or something like that. You got, who else you have at war right now? You got the U.S. and Israel. Israel is at war with the Palestinians, and Israel is at war with the Houthis. That is what they say is a militant group backed by Iran, right? The U.S. is also at war with the Houthis as well, man. Which there was an article that just came out that said Iran sent missiles to U.S. bases, man. So hey, you got a lot of war going on right now, man, and it's only gonna escalate. Now, it was also rumored that Russia is gonna once Russia takes Ukraine, they're gonna keep pushing into Poland. But there was also an article that came out that said that Vladimir Putin said that they're not gonna go into Poland. But we don't know, man. We can only keep measuring the times diligently and see how far this is gonna take us. But we know, according to prophecy, that it's gonna take us farther into World War III, because this is what's coming. This is what's coming, man. This is prophesied. So there's a lot of things happening, man. Bank systems are crashing. Bank systems are crashing. They bringing in a CBDC, right? You got all-out war, right? All in the Middle East, which that war is gonna come into the U.S. But like I said, one thing about invading the U.S., it is something that have to be done on the inside, because it's like the movie Troy, man. In order for them to get into Troy, they had to do what, man? They had to get on the inside by offering up a gift, right? And what the U.S. doing? They're allowing all these migrants to come up in here, and they saying that the migrants are going to be used to cast votes to get Biden back into the presidential election, to get him past the presidential election. So that many things can happen within that situation, but ultimately it's all prophesied through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah for this place to be destroyed. And this is what we're coming into. This is no doubt about it, man. You know, hey, you got on the alternate news, you got a lot of people saying, look, buy flashlights, start buying reserve foods. Right now, you got a lot of people talking about, oh man, there's so many articles talking about how people are trying to build bunkers, man. Right? Hey, and you got a small minute of people are actually becoming afraid of a World War III. Matter of fact, I got an article, Salakia, little excited, but I got an article on that as well, man. Let me get that article. So you got, you know, a minute of people. It ain't a whole bunch of people, but you got a minute of people that's actually afraid of a World War III, man. So let's go into that article as well. And Salakia, you know, I'm gonna be jumping all over the place, but there's a lot to actually get into. You know, so through the spirit, let's get into it. Right? So this is an article and news break. If you could see that. I don't know if you can or not, Salakia, if you can't. But it says one in 3 Americans are worried about World War III breaking out, man. So people, a small minute of people are actually worried about World War III breaking out, right? Which is gonna happen, man, because, you know, there's rumors right now of an attack. That's why people are telling other people to start getting ready for America to be at war. Inland, man, inland. It says the current international landscape is marked by heightened tensions and conflicts, prompting discussions and anxiety about the potential for a World War III, man. Hey, y'all prepare for a World War III?
Every day.
It's coming, man. It's coming. Hey, they telling people to get prepared, man. So, hey, man, it's on its way, man. It's on its way. You know, especially with the attention that's rising with Russia. You know, because Russia said, look, we're not going to let NATO keep getting closer and closer, man. So they went to war with what? They went to war with who? Ukraine, right? So you got a small minute of people that's actually getting ready for World War III. You got people that's ready every day. You got not like I said, a small minute of people, man. Hey, y'all know America's approaching World War III, right? You know what to do in that day? Yeah, people don't know what to do in that day, man. It's gonna be a shock when it's happening. It's gonna be a shock when this place is hit with an EMP, man. Your electronics ain't working no more. Your cell phone's not gonna be working, right? Your computers are not gonna be working. Communication is gonna be shut, right? Because why? They saying that there are cyber attacks being done right now by China, man. China is one of the smartest nations in the world, and it's hard for America just to keep up with them, with the codings, man. Right? They said they got to keep putting new codes in on a day-to-day basis because China is constantly hitting this place with cyber attacks. Hackers from beyond this world type of shit. I'm just messing around, but hackers are getting crazy, man, because China, man, them people out there, they're smart as hell, man. So what you gonna do when there's a cyber attack, right, on your electrical grid? And your electricity is a done deal. And you ain't gonna be able to charge your damn cell phone, man. You ain't gonna be able to play your damn TV, play a video game. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Your whole bubble that you're wrapped in, your comfort bubble, is gonna be popped, man. So while people are sitting here prepared for dance classes and partying and doing all this madness, this place is coming to an end, man. And these people are nowhere near ready for World War III, right? And again, you only got a small minute of people that's ready for it. Really, let's be real with it, man. It's only the prophet and those that go into the alternate news channels, man. But other than that, man, you got a lot of people on podcasts just talking about how you can get yourself fit and ready to go get a 10 or some shit. Meaning a woman that's a 10. That's what a lot of these niggas are worried about, man. Right? I brought it up before going into what's that damn podcast, Fresh and Fit. You know, them dudes, they go into truth with dealing with the woman, but ultimately they're telling guys how to get themselves ready for women. Hey man, America's about to go to war, and you talking about getting niggas together to go work out and get fit for some fucking women, man, some used up tires. Come on, man. America is about to go to war, man. Hey, the scriptures tell you in Amos 9 and 8. It says what, man? For the eyes of the Lord power upon his sinful kingdom, and he would destroy it off the face of the earth. But you're concerned with just getting your life right, man. You people are in madness, man. The scriptures tell you that the earth is filled with folly, man. Right? So what you gonna do when they send a missile over here to America, man? What you gonna do when you start seeing buildings like this collapse, man? Right? And you're trapped under rubble and shit. You people ain't ready for what Russia is about to bring to this place. You're not ready for what Iran, North Korea is preparing for America, man. This place is about to go to war. There's going to be much destruction and death, man. When you start seeing babies dead, man. Little children are dead, man. What the hell you think that's happening over there in the Middle East right now, man? It ain't peace and prosperity. They're living in rubbles and shams. They ain't even got power and running water over there, man. You think the same thing's not coming to America, your so-called beautiful and great kingdom? The Lord is preparing for death and destruction, right? So it says the current international landscape is marked by heightened tensions and conflicts, prompting discussion and anxiety about the potential for a third world war, man. Hey, this is going to be the war to end all wars, man, when them nukes get shut off, man. Right? Hey, the U.S. right now, the U.S. is they're getting their defenses ready for Russia to shoot missiles over here, for North Korea to shoot missiles over here, man. Right? But guess what? You got Russia preparing missiles that can actually maneuver from missiles trying to strike it, man. So, hey, man, hey, you're going to see a lot of death and destruction here in America real soon, man. This is what's coming through the spirit and will of Yahweh Shah. Going to Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, man. The 9th verse, the 14th verse. Jeremiah, the 51st chapter. What is that? Zechariah 14 and 12. It is prophesied for this place to be destroyed. Because wickedness here is constantly increasing, man. You got cross-dressers. You got men wanting to be women and women wanting to be men. Adultery at an all-time high. Adultery runs rapid here. Adultery is a sin unto death, man. Right? So it says the current international landscape is marked by heightened tensions and conflicts, prompting discussion and anxiety about the potential for a third world war. Well, that's Revelations chapter 11, verse 14, man. Let's get that real quick. Then we can go back to that. We can go back to that Matthew. So this is Revelations 11 and 14. It says the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, man. So the third world war is coming quickly. You can see that, man. If you're paying attention to the alternate news, you paying attention to these articles coming out, you paying attention to these things, you can see the world war is coming real soon near you, right? When you begin to see this place invaded by troops you have never seen before. When you see in this place being invaded by carriers, dropping off military fighters, popping up them parachutes, right? You're not just gonna be dealing with untrained men. These is gonna be trained men, right? Men are dealing with all sorts of landscapes, man. No matter what landscapes it is, no matter if the landscape is destroyed, they know how to deal and fight in certain situations and circumstances like this. You American people, just because you got a damn gun, just because you got 20 guns, you have never lived a life like that, man. You have never lived a life where you see destruction at your backyard, man. You have never lived a life like that, man. So when these things begin to happen in this place, you people are going to be shocked, man. You people are going to be shocked, and you're going to be very afraid, man. So Revelations 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the scripture says, prepare ye for war, man. Prepare ye for war. That's Joel, the 3rd chapter. Let's get that.